Hello and welcome. You've joined us on Too Sharp with PT. I'm Nisha Podar, and let's get you the two important developments of the day that you must know about. So, defense stocks, they explode post Operation Sindoor, adding 1.8 lakh crore rupees in 1 week. But are these valuations really sustainable? Plus, also remember Protean eGov, that tanks 20% after a shock rejection by the Income Tax Department. On the other hand, India bans land route textile imports from Bangladesh, a big win for the Desi manufacturers, but branded winter wear may get costlier. So India's missile as well as drone dominance during Operation Sindoor, which we all saw, has electrified the markets. Since May 9th, the defense-related stocks have added 1.8 lakh crore rupees in terms of value. Leading gainers include Idea Forge Technologies, 56% and above, Cochin Shipyard over 40%, GRSE over 40%, HAL 16%, Zentech, Paras Defense, Data Patterns, all 30% each. So why this rally? Well, the investors expect that the major fresh orders and a strong export push after indigenous tech proved battle ready. But this isn't the first boom or the bust. 2022 to 24, Nifty Defense Index jumped 350%, Feb 2025 dropped 38%, now reignited post-Sindoor. So what's really coming? Antique broking that sees big orders in FY 26-27, Project 18 destroyers, 80,000 crores, 12 submarines under Project 76, 1.2 to 1.5 lakh crores, third aircraft carrier planning by 2028. Jeffrey says buy on HAL as well as BEL, Data Patterns, also cites lack of repeat naval orders for Cochin Shipyard. But there's caution too. Well, Omniscience, that says that index PE now at 61, that nearly is at bubble level. We saw some profit booking already. Cochin Shipyard, GRSE, HAL, Moscow Dock all fell by 4% as investors logged in some gains. Now from missiles to PAN cards, another important topic for the country. And this stock that we're talking about is Protean eGov. That stock crashed 20%, hitting its lower circuit after being rejected for the PAN 2.0 revamp project by the Income Tax Department. So what happened? Well, Protean was not selected for the next round of bidding as the managed service provider for the PAN overhaul project. Well, it said that the move may have limited impact on its existing PAN operations. But the market was circumspect on this point. They didn't take it lightly. The stock has now erased all the gains that were made over the past year. The ownership snapshot, and that's going to be also important because ace investor Ramesh Damani holds over 1%, institutional investors like SBI almost 5%, Axis Bank over 3%, PNB, BOB, Canara Bank all 1 to 2% each. Now, despite this stock drop, analysts on Tendlin see that 47% upside is expected with a consensus target of 2,104 rupees per piece. India has banned land route imports of garments from Bangladesh, which is part of a push to support the domestic production and also curb the backdoor Chinese fabric entry into India. Now, the sea routes via Kolkata as well as Nhava Sheva are still allowed under this new rule. Now, the impact breakdown. Let's take a look at that. India imported 6,000 crores worth of garments from Bangladesh annually. 1,000 to 2,000 crore rupees now is expected to shift to the Desi Indian players. Now, the backdoor Chinese imports via Bangladesh is to be curbed. That's one of the prime reasons for this move by the Indian government. But there will be short-term impact on us that we'll have to bear. So Bangladesh accounts for 35% of India's apparel imports. Indian brands source 20 to 60% from Dhaka. Winter wear as well as t-shirts may see 2 to 3% price rise. Brands now face higher costs and longer lead times. But with 4 to 6 months to really prepare, the industry is adjusting fast to this new opportunity. Whether it's weapon systems or wearable fabrics, India is redrawing the lines of self reliance. With that, it's a wrap on Too Sharp with ET. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thanks so much.